Laura here from Thrifty Adventures. How are you? It's been forever. It's been a couple weeks since I made a video, so sorry for the delay, but I was on vacation. My daughter had spring break, so we went out of town for a little while, and now I'm back. So sales were slower last week. I did have my store on vacation, even though people could still buy some items from me. So I do have some numbers and some sales to share with you. If you're new to my channel, my name's Laura. I'm a full-time reseller. I have 2 younger kids, and I've been doing this full-time for about 5 years now. I did it part-time a little bit before that, but full-time for the past 5 years. And this video will go over my sales from last week, and will show you some of the sales that I had from this past weekend. So let's get into it. So of course it was lower because I was on vacation, but I had 31 items sell for $1,441. Let's slow that down a bit. Cost of goods was $347, a little higher than normal, but we bought some higher priced goods from the Disney store to sell and flip, so that's why that number is a little bit higher. And my fees were $210.06. for a profit of $843.35. So not too bad for being on vacation. I'll take it. So now we're going to go over what I sold from the weekend. It is a shorter video. I only have 10 items. It was a slow weekend. I just haven't been listing as much with being on vacation. So my store was not as busy, and we had Easter and the holiday, and I hope you guys had a great holiday and Easter. It was beautiful here in Illinois, so hopefully it was nice for you. Now let's get into it. All right, so first I have a Disney VHS tape. I don't normally pick up VHS tapes, but I got it at a huge Disney estate sale. It was $2. It was brand new, and the only reason why I got it, because it wasn't a high profit margin, was I was able to get a whole bunch of DVDs or VHSs, so I was able to do a sell similar. So if I can quickly make my drafts and just do a sell similar and continue on, I'm okay with the lower profit margin. And I think it's going to be a quick flip because it's new. I will go for that lower profit margin sometimes. So anyways, this was that VHS, and it sold for $16.56. Next were 3 Department 56 houses. I got these in a big estate sale, which I'm sure you've seen in my past videos. If not, I've talked about that in a past few videos, so you can go back and look at those. But this person bought 3 Department 56 houses from me for a total of $95.88. I averaged out those houses to $4 each, so I spent $12 for the 3 houses, so pretty good profit there. Next was a vintage Sarabi from Lion King Plush. I don't buy too many of the Lion King Plush, except for the hyenas, which I still have not found, which is a very big bolo if you don't know about it. So make sure you're always looking out for the hyena plushes from Lion King, not the beans, but the actual plushes. But this one was from the 80s, and it is a bigger plush, so I always pick up the bigger vintage plushes. They do well for me. So this one I found at Savers for about $8, and it sold for $32. Next was a Disney Precious Moments. So Precious Moments by themselves really don't sell for that much, at least for me. I'm sure there's, you know, hidden gems and ones that do, but for the most part, on average, they do not. But the Disney ones seem to do really well. So this one I bought on Facebook Marketplace. I spent $25 on it. Got shipped out to me, and I listed it, and it sold within a couple hours for $110. It was an Alice in Wonderland. You don't see them often, so always look out for the Disney Precious Moments figurines. Next was an Aristocrats Figurine Set. The Disney store by me was closing, so I went and bought a whole bunch of Disney items, and this was one of the items that I got. The figurine sets I don't normally get, the PVC ones. They don't sell for tons, but I ended up picking this one just because the Aristocrats is a rare movie. You don't find too much from it. And I bought one and it sold pretty much immediately, so I ended up going back and buying some more stuff, and I grabbed one more of these. There's only one left, and I sold this one again pretty fast. So I bought it for $10 and I sold it for $25.16. Yes, not a huge profit margin. Normally when you're doing retail arbitrage, there's not as big of a profit margin, but if it sells fast and I can get a whole bunch of quantity, then I'm okay with that. Next was a WDCC item. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. My kids are outside with my husband. Alright. Anyways, I get a little break. Woohoo! So next was a WDCC item, which is Walt Disney Classic Collection. These are figurines. They'll always say that on the bottom of the figurine. It normally has a name and possibly an item number. They normally come in a box with a certificate of authenticity. This one did not, and that does diminish the value quite a bit. But this one I got at the estate sale that I went to, and I spent about $4 on it. I knew it would sell fast. That was the only reason I got it, and I sold it for $12.41. Next was a Tommy Bahama dress. This I got at a bag sale, and I got it for $1. It sold and got returned due to size, so I got it back, and now it has sold again. This is all within about a month, so not bad. It has gone pretty fast, but hopefully it stays out this time. And it sold for $36. Next, it was a vintage Jelly Belly sweater. This I got from an estate sale, and I spent $2 on it, and it sold for $25. I always look out for vintage sweaters, vintage t-shirts, any vintage clothing really, but the better the graphic, or the better the Jelly Belly has closed down, so I figured a lot of people would be looking for that type of item, and it did sell within a couple weeks, so not too bad for clothing, because clothing does normally sit a little bit longer for me. Two more. Next was another Precious Moments Disney character. This one was Ariel, and this I got also on Facebook Marketplace from a different seller. I bought it for $5, and this one took a couple weeks to sell, and it sold for $52. So once again, always look out for those pieces. And then last but not least was a Star Trek, I think it was Captain Kirk. Now I don't remember fully, but you'll see it on the side here. But a Star Trek figurine doll, you want to call it. And I got it in an auction. I spent about $8 on it, and it sold for $33.16, but it took forever to sell. I've probably had this for at least a year, so I don't think I'd buy that again. I don't always do too well with Star Trek. I did get some vintage Star Trek clothing from the auction a long time ago, and I did well with that, but I've never done good with any of the collectibles or anything like that. So I definitely would have to be more picky in what I get with those and research it a little bit more. Anyways, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, comment down below, ask me any questions. Subscribe. I try to come out with 1 to 2 videos a week. It doesn't always happen with the kids and hectic schedules, but I try my best. But hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great day, and go have yourself a thrifty adventure. Bye-bye.